My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. Rolling over the sands, you can see spice in the air.
Dune is my secret love, franchise that I cherish in my heart since 1998, when my dad installed the game on our old PC. Game named Dune 2000.
Vast armies have arrived. Now 3 houses fight for control of Dune.
It was a real-time strategy game based on the Command & Conquer series made by the same creators, Westwood Studios. You can play as one of the 3 great houses for domination of desert planet Arrakis to achieve the ultimate goal: control
Spice.
most important resource in this sci-fi universe. And at that very moment I wanted more. So I went with that to a local VHS store and saw David Lynch Dune movie. Imagine my excitement, and oh boy, I did not know what was to come.
You mustn't speak!
Okay, I won't say anything bad here, only one thing. The movie hid Dune in my mind and heart for many years. Very, very deep. Sadly, besides Dune 2000, no other game ever took my interest in the universe, and there were many of those games over the years.
The house that produces the most spice will control Dune. There are no set territories and no rules of engagement.
Everything changed with the Denis Villeneuve movie adaptation. First one just took my breath away. I grew up the book the moment I left the cinema, and it was all a lie. My whole life was a lie. Dune 2000 and Lynch movie. It was not a real Dune, none of those. Not a world that inspired countless other works of culture. So I started to dig, like a harvester looking for spice. If there can be a movie that is actually faithful to the masterpiece of Frank Herbert, then what about the games? I have an answer to that, and it's Dune Spice Wars. Listen why, as the spice flows.
What is to become of you?
Baron Vladimir Harkonnen
If
Dune.
anything happens to me,
Tries to toughen your enemy was overwhelming.
you'll not be irrelevant.
Yet you ruled with him.
We Fremen have a saying. God created Arrakis to train the faithful.
Arrakis.
To hold Arrakis, you're faced with
Arrakis
Unique
is our enemy.
This is my
This
future.
is my
This is
spice.
my honor.
This is my vengeance. This is my doom.
Dune Spice Wars is a real strategy game developed by Shiro Games and published by Funcom and Shiro Unlimited, creators of No Old God and War Tales, a game that creators really did their homework about the Dune universe, better than anyone else before. But let's talk about why. I think that is the case here, step by step. The Dune universe is rich in different factions. The Dune Spice Wars have several of those factions in-game. House Atreides, Harkonnen, Corrino, Ektas, Valyrinus of Ix from the later books, and even smugglers. And for the first time, playable Fremen. All of them have different starting bonuses, units, benefits, and other effects. But don't expect StarCraft faction diversity. There are no magic, dragons, zergs, or strange technologies. This is Dune. All factions use the same technology in this world, so similarities are in many places, but it's very fitting. This does not change the fact that playing as Atreides, it's easier to be friendly with the Fremen. As Harkonnen, it's better to pillage their sieges, as bonuses are much higher from this brutal activity. This also links to the military aspects of the factions. Yes, you can recruit Sardukars as Emperor. There are also many other characters from the book that you can take as your advisors, and some can even join you in the field, like Duncan Idaho or Beast Raban. those are only a few examples of the great respect to the lore of those factions from the book. And yes, there are nukes as well. He who controls the spice controls the universe. So true and so important for these games also. Spice can be gathered on the dunes of Arrakis by harvesters or in a peaceful way by the Fremen, at a cost, of course. Most factions need to pay taxes to the Spacing Guild, so interstellar travel is possible, but the Fremen do it for other reasons. To bribe the guild so their satellites won't be registering regions of Arrakis where terraformation began. Speaking of the Spacing Guild, it also has an important role in the game. Not that like in the old movies, sorry, no. Because thanks to it, you can recruit spaceships and trade the spice. I'm still thinking about the David Lynch movie. And of course, the gods of the desert, Shai Hulud, the sandworms. Ever threatening, drawn by regular suns, sandworms always come. And you will pay for that, because they are the rulers of Arrakis. Landsrat influence is ever present in Dune Spice Wars. Its Council of Great Houses always points its gaze on Dune. When the Council gathers, you have a choice to vote in different resolutions. This can vary depending on your Landsrat standing and influence. You can even attack your political opponents that way by increasing their taxes or lowering spice exchange. Simple yet very effective way of showing complexity of Dune book politics. As simple as how Gonjabar is working. And there is also a combined Honet Ober Advanced Mercenaries, HOAM, gigantic monopoly encompassing all forms of commerce across the Imperium, which essentially controls all economical affairs across the cosmos. You never heard about it, don't you, in the movie? No one mentioned it. Now you do. Now you know what is HOAM, because it's a very important part of the book, a vital part of this universe, and having shares it in the game can be vital for your success. Plans in plans, wrote Frank Herbert. Politics can be on the surface, but beneath there are countless agents, and the game perfectly depicts that. Your agents can be attached to different places to gather information and even harm enemy factions. Assassinations are possible, in both ways. You never feel secure because of that. Even your allies can try to perform espionage actions against you, if they are in treaties with you. No one should be trusted when fighting for spies, especially when Bene Gesserit can be involved here. And yes, they have their own presence in Dune Spice Wars. Center of the known universe, most important planet. Place where you never have plenty of anything. Desert storms can take all of your power in a blink. Supplies that will drain and your forces will be taken by the deep deserts. Harmony with a planet that will be rewarded. Relics with lost dreams hidden in sand. And the sandworms that will never accept your rule and always come.
My desert. My Arrakis. My Dune.
Dune Spice Wars is a game I was waiting for a very long time, as you can hear from this video. First one that really feels what Dune is about, in my opinion. Have the spirit of novels, and the recent movies have its vision. But is it a perfect game? Not really. And I did not even mention the building system, ways to win, progression, and many other strategy mechanics and decisions that make this game a great game. But is it the best adaptation of Frank Herbert novel so far? Yes, very big yes. Even due to the fact it does not show events from the books. It creates its own version of the story, but with all major world elements without changing them. Something that was never really done before in such a way. Dune Spice Wars really have the spirit of Arrakis inside. If you are a fan of strategy games and the Dune universe, this is a mandatory game. And all of that as it was written. Listen out.
You are not prepared.